Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. You're in the period of deciding about something, but you're also worried that you won't get everybody else's approval of what you want to do. Beware of someone who will sort of betray you. There's an agreement here that might not push through because of some disagreements or some fine prints that you missed, and now that they are being presented to you, you're like refusing them. The thing is, they took advantage, well, that's a strong word, but they sort of took advantage of your soft side. They didn't realize that you can be an emperor also. When you stand your ground, you really stand your ground, and you can be really stubborn about it. So probably beware of trusting people around you also, or not even people around you, but people who are being introduced to you through common friends and through your network. You tend to see the signs already, but your tendency is also to push them aside, ignore those signs, and continue to trust. So maybe this time, well, because that's your personality, so what can we do? But it's also okay to, every time you talk to somebody or when there's transaction, you step back for a while and really, don't allow your emotions to rule over your head, so to speak. You have to be rational, especially about business deals and agreements. So you are in your element. Here, it's shown that yes, you are impulsive, but you also know how to learn from your mistakes. Be objective. Don't be too impulsive, and learn how to discern who you can trust, especially among your peers and people from your network. Because see here, it's like you saw somebody who's familiar and you're ready to rush in with whatever that person is offering you or showing you. So maybe I really have to step back. Like this horse is your guide. I mean, well, in this in this reading, maybe it's your higher self also. It's telling you to wait, step back, and think about things. You always have the free will, okay? But I think an incoming situation that is being presented to you, you will need to really step back and think. I feel there are a lot of things that you want to say, but you just cannot articulate them, or maybe the people that you want to talk to or communicate with are closed off. They're not reaching out to you, and they feel that you are being redundant with what you're saying, what you're telling them. but you feel that you want to tell them something of utmost importance. And yet, these people may not be ready or capable to listen to you. There's also a sense that, there's a sense of that you feel like drowning in your pent-up emotions, rather. So maybe the advice here is not to expect too much at this time, because there's always time for everything, like time for talking, and just be, stay in the moment. You're quite restless, but you really have to rein in your emotions. There's always a lesson in waiting and being patient. So don't mind them if they tell you that you're stubborn. Just don't mind them. Maybe it's also not the time to, conversely, it's also not the time to listen to what other people are saying against you or behind your back. Just stay in the moment, and whatever your circumstance is will change for the better soon. Don't worry, you're going to rebuild whatever you feel that you lost. May it be material things, may it be time, may it be connections. Again, there's always time for everything. So just keep the faith. And good things will happen soon. Don't race against time. Meaning, don't rush. If you have plans in line, write them down, record them so that you won't forget about them. It's like charting the outline of your tasks, but don't rush into accomplishing them. Right now you have the tendency to do things simultaneously. As they say, haste makes waste. So just don't rush things. Otherwise, there's a tendency to repeat tasks or work that you thought you've already completed. Let's see. Okay. It just reiterates to, take it easy, and also be more organized with your time and with your with the task that you're supposed to complete. And again, don't rush. There's going to be a trip maybe next month. It might be quite a distance, but I'm not sure if it's overseas but definitely not within the city. You have to really travel for long hours. There's a sense of completion here. This is the period of being busy. You're into a lot of things. Also, if you're not in school, you might want to pursue a course or you will be developing your skills or your network. You'll be expanding your network too. There will be a lot of pressure about time. Like a lot of people or situations are demanding your time and maybe your attention, because they want you to do some things for them. Somebody in your midst is being manipulative. That's how you feel. You really need to take a rest, or maybe force yourself to rest, because here really so many things to do that you don't know which one to prioritize. A lot of information being handed down to you, or a lot of information that you need to digest. So you want to go back to this mode where you are in control. You want to reset, something like that. You're waiting for some sort of approval or certification, and you feel that it's taking so long, and you feel that there's too much delay, probably because of bureaucracy, or that's how you see things. It's quite bureaucratic. Maybe you have to, I'm not saying that you are wrong, but sometimes maybe it could help if you let go of control. Believe it's just a delay and it's going to happen. It will be given to you. Okay, there are glitches, probably in sort of electronic glitches that are causing this delay, or records, something that is beyond everyone's control. So maybe you just have to trust that there's just a delay, it's going to happen, it's going to be given to you. Yeah, okay. You're not the only one who's waiting. There are also other people waiting for this, like you. So, yeah, it's just a delay. Okay, you're waiting for communication for this one, and it's not happening. Well, stop waiting. Just do other things, and soon it will be communicated to you. Again, I'd like to reiterate that there are, glitches in the system, in electronically, or in the records. So they're working on it, and you will receive the news. There's just a delay. You might start on something new. Maybe you want to strike it on your own. You might want to build a small business. There's a sense of you're not really confident about that plan. Maybe you're still thinking, okay, you're still thinking about it, and at the same time you are determined to pursue it. You're taking a long time to really decide. Maybe you should fast track things a bit, because it's unnecessarily slow your pace. See, there's already the idea and it has the potential, and yet you're still doubting. You want to change your situation, but this current situation that you're in still provides you comfort. Okay, so that's why you're taking a long time to decide on this. You are determined, and yet you are doubting. You are determined, yet you are not confident. You don't have solid plans as of yet, because the current situation is giving you, still holding you up. So I think if you want this, you really have to, you know, start moving. And don't delay anymore. It's just trust this idea. Trust this plan. It's already yours, don't doubt. See, you're really taking a long time to decide. The danger here is, if you don't decide soon, is either you will lose your enthusiasm or somebody else will get your idea. Maybe visiting the family and friends is a priority agenda now during this time. Anyway, but when you do, you might feel that you have already outgrown each other. There are things that are missing between you or among yourselves. You no longer enjoy the things that you used to enjoy. In other words, there are no common grounds. Somebody is hiding some information from you. Okay, I see probably a pregnancy. Someone is pregnant and they're hiding it from you, that information, for some reason. Yeah, see, somebody's pregnant here and that information is being hidden from you. Alternatively, if this is about a discussion about an idea or project, maybe you feel that other people are opposed to what you are proposing them, but it is more strongly that there's somebody who's pregnant and they're not disclosing their pregnancy. Maybe this is somebody close to you, someone in your family. That's probably out of wedlock, something like that. Or maybe you don't like the partner, but because you are rational, you could see the changes in this person. This person likes to eat, maybe sleeps a lot, you know, those kinds of changes. So you have an inkling, but you want that person to be more honest with you. So you are thinking of going back to a past situation and have your say about what transpired in the past. You might also be thinking about offering your feelings to somebody from your past, or you're still contemplating if you're going to do it. You're not sure if you're going to be rejected or if the other person is ready to talk to you. But you're calm. Actually, there's no problem. There is no problem. This is just something that's you're considering doing. Okay. You're looking at someone from your past. Maybe this person is living a distance from you, but this person has other things in mind right now. Maybe the person is also traveling or has plans to travel or wants to migrate somewhere else. So for now, there's some sort of a disconnect between the two of you. This person is quite stable, quite knowledgeable. This person that you want to talk to has other options, and seems to me is already, or she has already left behind what happened in the past. So I don't think this is the right time to communicate with the person. And besides, you have different priorities right now. But right now, what you want to offer them is probably not what they want to have for now. The worst is they might have already somebody. Maybe you need to switch your attention, like this one here. You need to, look at another direction. Look forward and offer your cup to somebody else or something else even. For example, a tangible pursuit. Not wise to waste your time on this person. You're just too different, and you're younger than this person. You're just too different. Sagittarius has the Hermit upright. You're probably looking back to the past also. You're missing someone from the past, and it's causing you to think and to be a little sad about something that happened in the past. It's like you're revisiting an old event in your life, maybe an immediate past event. You're not happy with the outcome. Also, I'd like to say that you need to take care of your health. Maybe you are reminiscing about a family situation in the past, when you are happy, you are complete, familiar faces. Try to stay in the present if you can, but if this is inevitable, then go through the experience. Anyway, it's going to pass. Whatever memories you lost or you feel you lost will come back, maybe in a different way and with different people, but you will be happy. I think this has something to do with family situation. Maybe you're missing your family and you feel that you cannot be with them. Think about happy memories rather than, memories that will trigger regrets and sadness. Easy to say, but you really have to force yourself to do that. Otherwise, this situation, this disposition of yours will linger for quite a long time. So you really have to snap out of it. Help yourself also. But you see, you are trying to be resilient. You don't want other people to see your sadness. I'm not sure if that is a good idea, or maybe you feel you don't have anybody to talk to about how you really feel. Like if you're feeling melancholic, you think they won't understand anyway, so you're keeping it all to yourself. Somebody's guiding you here, keeping you company, but you just keep praying, which I think you do. Or just, keep the faith that things will turn out for the better soon. Don't allow this kind of mood to persist for a long time. You really have to help yourself. What I see here is, or what I sense here is that you need to either make amends with somebody or some people that you have misunderstandings with, or you have to forgive them, because the thoughts about the misunderstanding is preventing you to move forward. On another note, if this, I could sense that this could also be about like a contract with a property or a business setup. You need to go through the agreements again and see if you missed something. In the future, this might create misunderstanding and enemies over the contracts, agreements that you signed, even the verbal agreements. Clarify them and demand transparency. It's also the right time to organize things with regards to your properties and to your asset. See. So it's there's something heavy going on. Okay. It's like he said, she said situation. Oh, there really is a need for transparency. If there are verbal agreements, demand transparency by, executing a written document. And if this is a relationship, you need to, clarify it, because this might just be a case of misunderstanding. Because you didn't talk, you didn't clarify, you just assumed, the other person just assumed. So this is the time to really, set things straight with other people. At the same time, if this is an agreement or a contract, demand transparency to save yourself from near future trouble or heartaches. There will be a talk among your family, but this might involve two adults, like here. This is a little literal for me. Involving two adults, two knowing adults, and one younger person. There will be talking about something that pertains to this younger person here. This person feels that he or she is given too much pressure by these two adults here. If this is in a work situation, then these are the bosses or people who belong to the, they are the decision makers, the board level executives, the experts here. They have a blueprint of strategies here, but this person may be young in age or young in position, or these people consider this person or this group of people to be under them, their subordinates. So there's this dynamic of subordinate and superior. And this person wants to assert that there's a easier way to do things. This young person here, if it's in a family situation, has a lot of ambitions. See, person is a go-getter, and the person has yet to assert his or her say about things, especially against these two individuals or group of adults who feel that they know better. There is some sort of attention here. There is some sort of attention. Both sides are quote-unquote pretending that they want the best out of the situation and for the situation. But actually, it's more of, well, that's the underlying goal. They both parties want the best outcome. But on the surface, there's a power play here. They're exerting their power over this younger or more inexperienced person or group of people. Anyway, let's see. Here the situation can lead to many things. Separation, physical separation. For example, if this is in a work situation, there might be people from this group who are resigning or vice versa. If this is within the family, the other person will detach emotionally from the other party. Or worse, the outcome will be a disaster. Stop putting pressure on the situation because it's not necessary. The situation is meant for success, as you can see here, but there should be balance also in terms of discussion, in terms of exchange of how things should be done. Something is ruffling your calm disposition. You want to stay grounded and yet you cannot. It could also mean, it could also pertain to a relationship that is being offered to you and you're deciding on it, whether you're ready or not, whether the person is the right person or not. You're taking things easy, but it is obvious that you are also feeling anxious. You are not trusting your intuition right now. Or maybe you have been single for a long time and now this new person comes along. It's like you're already comfortable being single. Whoa. Hierophant. This person is really going to pursue you. In fact, this person is quite serious. The person will go to the extent of meeting your family. So quite serious. This person will challenge about a lot of your beliefs in life, in yourself, even culturally. There might be cultural differences also between the two of you. One reason also why you are not yet sold on this, because you are sort of a carefree spirit, while this person is dogmatic. So most probably this is also the person who is ruffling your calmness right now. You're not sure if you're happy about it or not. Maybe you want this relationship, but because of how you interact with each other, that's why you're anxious, whether this is the right person, or this is the right relationship, or this is the right time to be in a relationship, or give up your freedom for this person, give up your single status for this person, because this person is really quite serious about your relationship or his or her proposal. Again, I'd like to reiterate that you need to use your intuition, because your intuition is telling you something right now. So use your intuition, Pisces.